I think we have achieved peak levels of the amount of hatred I can have for this woman. I cannot believe she just straight up said, Ayano started doing badminton for my sake instead of her own. I'm like, are you serious? Like, are you not hearing yourself right now? Like, do you not see what you're doing to your own freaking daughter? Which, you know what? You know what? She does know. Because she even admits that she realizes she is a bad parent. And she admits that, she probably, is thinking more about badminton and all that than her daughter. Well, yeah, that's an understatement for the century. But here's the thing, though. She's like, you know what? All of this is for Ayano to take the next step. Yo. Like, my anger right now, like, I'm too sick to get this angry for a character. Like, I'm too sick right now to get this angry at a character that straight up is easily one of the worst parents I've seen in anime. Like, I've seen a lot of bad parents. Like, shonen series are filled with bad parents. Goku, again from, Hunter x Hunter. I mean, you have a variety of bad parents, basically. If you go through the list of shonen series, either you don't have parents, or, just parents in general, or just, like, they don't care. And I'm not saying Goku is one of the worst. He is one of the worst, actually. But he is not the worst. Because there was some moments throughout the series that he did realize that, his child didn't want what he wanted. And he decided to make, corrections. Like Cell Saga, perfect example of that. And at the very least, Goku realized. He wasn't really aware of what he was doing. And then when he realized, he took steps to kind of correct that. While as it here, the mother, Uchikaru, however you freaking pronounce her name, she straight up knew what she was doing. She knew she abandoned her child. She knew she shoved her child away. She knew that her child was relying on her, looking up to her. I mean, she just left, walked away, just for her child can be better at badminton. Like, are you freaking serious? Like, are you freaking serious? Like, she has no humanity. Like, you cannot have humanity. I don't even know how you can even have a child if you can act like that. Like, I honestly, at first, I thought she just lacked the ability to comprehend emotions and understand how her child was. Because, I mean, personally, I never had a child, so I don't know how it means to be a parent. So I don't really know exactly what emotions parents really have to go through. However, the point still stands, you still need to be the best you can for your kids. You need to be there for them, help them out, watch over them. Even if they don't become what you want them to become, you still should be there for them, because it's your freaking job. It's your child. It's your children. You gotta be there for them. And at first I was like, maybe she just doesn't comprehend feelings of people. Maybe she has a problem to where she just can't understand how others are feeling, and maybe she was just oblivious to what Ayano was feeling. But that obviously is not the case. So I'm just I'm very thankful that this series did not try to redeem her, because honestly it would have been a very bad call, because she was already very unlikable and a horrible person to this point. But this pretty much is the final nail in the coffin. This confirms how horrible she is as a person, of what she has done to Ayano, and how she just pretty much admits that, yeah, she abandoned her daughter just to get better at badminton and all that. That's the whole reason for her to take the next step, even though she broke her child's mind. Like, I don't know how that could, strengthen anyone. Breaking your child's mind to the point to where, they're having social problems. That's not a way to progress them in a sport, I don't think. That's definitely a way for them to become isolated, because obviously Ayano in these recent episodes has become very isolated. She is someone that seems like she was just someone all by herself in a corner. I mean, she even states in this episode, when she, starting to lose, she's like, obviously you guys are not really on my side. You're just cheering for, Aragaki and all that. You don't have to lie. And I do like how Ayano was coming to terms of realizing that she was really alone. People wanted her to lose. People did not really like her attitude, how she was so cocky. And she realized she was pushing everyone away. She was starting to realize kind of what was going on. And I do like the fact that as the match continued to go on throughout this episode, Ayano actually became more and more looking like a demon. Like, you have it to where every moment throughout the episode, the more and more it progressed, she was starting to look more and more like her mother. And eventually got to the point at the end when, everybody started cheering for her, everybody, the crowd and all that, get up, you gotta do it, don't throw the match. she had light in her eyes. You actually see the light in her eyes instead of the shadow she normally has, and it seems like she's finally found her way. She finally has something that she loves. Now, I do believe that because of the way this episode was done, Ayano's going to change for the better. I still do think that she needs to lose this match. It'll definitely kind of, like, concrete her final character development she's gotten in this latest episode. But even then, though, I am worried that now after what just happened, with how she's now come to a realization that she does have her teammates, they're there for her, and, she doesn't need to constantly win for them to be there for her, I feel like she's going to realize, like, what matters to her. And I feel as if she's not going to probably, like, just completely ignore her mother anymore, which is kind of upsetting, because honestly, regardless of how savage it is, or maybe even unhealthy it is, I don't think Ayano really should be around her mother. A person like her mother that obviously did not give a crap about her, but cared more about a sport, and also wanted to shove her and break her mind just for she can be better at a sport, is not someone you should be around. It's not someone that, you could ever form a healthy relationship with in the first place. So, I do believe that once everything is said and done, and once she is corrected, she becomes a better person and more integrated with her team, and people, start liking her again, I believe that she still should not be around her mother. She should just straight up say, "You abandoned me, mother. I want nothing to do with you. You're a horrible person to me. Like, how could I even stand to be around you after everything you've done? I'm not playing badminton for you, but even though I know that's what you wanted in the first place, I also want you to know that I don't need you. I don't want you in my life. I don't want you to even be around me because of what you've done. You've given me so many issues, anxiety, and all that. I don't think you should be around me." I really do hope Ayano confronts this. Like, confronts what her mother has actually done, instead of just, trying to shy away from it. Because that also needs to be tackled, even if she does change in this match. But okay. Anyways, another big point about this episode, I love the animation. Like, holy crap, that animation was good. Like, yo. I was very surprised with how good it was. Like, it started off okay, like average. The match continued, and it got better and better and better. And I'm like, oh my god, this animation. Like, they're really going all in. And this isn't actually even the final episode. The next episode is the finale. So, that's crazy. It just, like, the animation was definitely a step up from the other episodes we've gotten. But don't get me wrong, the other episodes have looked really good. They've been really good in terms of art and animation. And just seeing how the art and animation was this, it was definitely surprising. I noticed when it comes to sports anime, typically art and animation just really looks good. Like, it always just stands out. Like, I don't know, just something the way animation and art is done in sports series, it just always blows my mind. It's like Haikyuu. Haikyuu always blew my mind with how it looked. Haikyuu is just a beautiful series, and I can't wait for it to finally return as an anime, but Haikyuu always blew my mind just because of how beautiful it was. And this is another, example of that, of how, a series like, Hanebado can just blow your mind with how beautiful it can look. And you could just see the passion of the animators and all that, how they went in and they did not back down with how much quality was put into this episode. There was so much passion put into it, and which I really do appreciate that. That does not go unnoticed by me while watching Hanebado. But I think that's pretty much about it. It's a simple episode, straight to the point, basically showing that Aragaki and Ayano, they are rivals, they are not giving up. Ayano is becoming more and more like a demon as the match came on, looking more like her mother, and eventually she shed that, and, eventually now she's going to have to confront her mother about the ordeal, and is like, I'm done with you. There's something like that needs to be done. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. And if you want to get notified for whenever I upload a video, please click the bell icon down below. And once again, I want to say in this video, I apologize if I look sick or I seem a little bit off, like I'm not on my A game. I'm sick. I got the flu. Got it from my cousin. And, it's just been a whole load of issues. Like, I was really sick yesterday, which is what caused a lot of delays. And, I was hoping I'd be a little bit better. And I've been a little bit slugging today. And I was like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Even if you're sick, you're tired, you still gotta get up, you gotta eat that horse, you gotta work, you gotta do whatever you gotta do. And so here I am. So forgive me if I'm not like chipper or A-game wise and all that. Forgive me if I made any mistakes. I'm sick. Hopefully you guys can understand that. But anyways, you guys have a great day or night wherever you live. Chibi out.